Hello guys, well, long time I don't see you and long time you guys didn't see me, eh? Yeah, it has been such a big week and we are on Thursday already, 10th of April now, and it's insanely volatility this week. Lots of things have been happening, and especially past this night, I think it was 3 a.m. or maybe 3:30 a.m. I woke up and I sort of have a look at my phone, open up the FinLogix app and FinLogix trading chart, and I looked at it, I was like, oh my God, S&P 500 is up 10%. And then wake up this morning, 7:30 a.m. again, and then look at the charts, and it was up like 19%. I was like, wow, I can't take that volatility. So what's going on? So basically there's there's some people are talking about the Trump Swan trade that is happening because we have the black swan and now we have the Trump Swan trade. That is, the market is pretty much going everywhere but not going anywhere. But that's what I want to sort of try to explain a little bit. How can you navigate this type of scenario? How can you look into these opportunities? Because yes, you can find opportunities in this type of market. It's a little bit harder, but it's possible, okay? So before we go any further, don't forget that today we do have the webinar. It's on a different Australia time. It's going to be on a 4 to 5 p.m. Australia time, just because now we are 1 hour behind everyone. So to not change the time for you guys, I've decided to keep it, all time from 4 to 5 p.m. and not 5 to 6 p.m. anymore. So it won't change anything for you if you don't live outside of Australia, but if you live in Australia, then it's 1 hour before what it was usually. As well, don't forget to join the Telegram group. It's on the description. You can click in the link and you can join there, and that's where I will be sending the link for everyone to join the webinar. As well, subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up. And now let's get to the point. Now, let me first of all have a look at gold, okay? Because I know there's a lot of people that do like to trade gold here. We have gold at the moment a little bit volatile, but trading at $3,125. We had that pullback around $3,000, $2,960, and then all the way up now to $3,125. Well, such a big move, hey? And just that represents for me that the people want to hedge the risk, and the easiest way to hedge risk is to buy gold. If you have a very, very uncertain market as we have at the moment, and you don't know what can possibly happen tomorrow, then what we do is you want a safe asset that you know it's going to go up, and that is Japanese yen, Swiss franc, and gold. And that's exactly what the market have been doing. In this type of chaotic scenario, we usually recommend buying those type of assets, safe haven assets. So that's the first tip of how to navigate it. We saw Trump as well making tariffs a little bit harder to China. And now it's very hard to believe in what he says, because, he said that he wouldn't change anything, and now he's changing it. It's very, very tough, because if you have such a important person like Trump, that has pretty much the whole global economy on his hands, and he just proved to us that he has that on his hands, the past 2 weeks, we can have big problems. So we've been seeing that Trump has been saying things and not, actually promising a lot of things and not doing those things. Such one of those is exactly as, I'm not going to change anything, and then he goes and changes everything. He goes and put tariffs on China, 120, 150% on China. China puts tariffs back on Trump, or basically on US, and that's a little kid fight, happening over there. And he doesn't look at the whole perspective that the whole market is collapsing, the whole world is collapsing, not only US. The next thing is, just today, the reason why we had this risk on sort of risk on, more appetite, I would say, is because Trump has just said that he will ban the tariffs for 90 days. So he will pause the tariffs for 90 days on all of the countries except for China. So China will still continue with 120, 150% tariffs, but Australia, Brazil, Europe, everyone else, anyone in New Zealand, Japan, won't have tariffs for 90 days. Well, when we look at that, 90 days, but how much do those countries make per day? $1 billion, $500,000, 500 million? It's a lot. It's a lot of money that has been, those countries will be able to make. We have central banks like RBA saying that these sort of tariffs will impact Australia, will impact ECB, will impact Brazil, will impact New Zealand, everyone. So I really don't think that we're going to be having huge cuts, because if they continue to do those big cuts that are expected 150 basis points for the whole year, I think we're going to be having a big problem, because that's going to cool down too much the economy, and therefore people will continue to spend and inflation will be back up. Products will be expensive, money will be unvaluable. Therefore, your money that you used to buy whatever, this thing here for $10, it's now costing $15, $20, right? So it's a really problematic situation that we are facing at the moment. With that, from past night to today, the market sort of bought some risk, as I say. We had some sort of good volatility into some pairs, like Australian dollar came back a little bit up, Japanese yen retraced a little bit down. We have euro dollar sort of consolidating, but if you are on longs on euro dollar, I'm still thinking that we can have some potential upside with Europe and US dollar downside as well. Gold, continue to go higher. I do believe gold can be far away from where it is right now in the next 6 months to 8 months. So let's see how we go. I hope you guys are managing the risk properly, because as I say, lots of volatility, good opportunities, but as well has to be careful. I see you tonight at, this afternoon at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. in Australia time. Join the Telegram group. It's on the description. That's where you're going to get the link to join us on Zoom. And guys, don't forget, subscribe, thumbs up on this video, comment if you have any question, or bring those questions for me this afternoon in pretty much 1 hour and a half. Maybe this video will get a little bit later, but 30 minutes maybe. Thank you so much. I talk to you tonight, or I see you in the next video. Bye bye.